fears. He's the captain of this dreaming ship, sailing on jokes, never losing his grip. The screen's a stage, the world's his crowd. When the band is loud, he's feeling proud, but deep inside he's chasing calm, holding steady like a ticking bomb. Jamie, keep it smooth, chatting facts and finding grooves. Watch a long vibe, don't lose the thread. Laugh it off, just stay ahead. Jamie, keep it smooth, chatting facts and finding grooves. Watch along vibes, don't lose the thread. Laugh it off, just stay ahead. Ow, ow.
Yes, guys, big up, everyone. Big up. Hope you're all doing well. Thank you very much for joining me again this evening. With a lot of Liverpool news coming your way. We have got stuff to chat about today. A lot of Liverpool news. Positive Jamie is back. We're going to talk about that in a minute. Positive Jamie is back. Yeah, no more depressing stuff. Positive vibes only. So be up the chat, be up everyone here. Make sure you're hitting the like button, make sure you're hitting the share button, make sure you're hitting the subscribe button. On the way to 10,000 subscribers, so make sure you're hitting that subscribe. And yeah, Positive Jamie's back. Feel the vibes. We're going to get into it, man. We're going to get into it. So, guys, hope everyone's doing well. I hope everyone had a great weekend. You know, international football is what it is. We're coming to the end of it. There ain't no international football now till March. It's just wall-to-wall club football, you know, wall-to-wall club football. So no more excuses, no more anything right now. So, yeah, positive vibes, man. Positive vibes, man. Positive vibes. Positive vibes. Friends. Right. So, as you know, on the channel recently, we have been apparently too depressing. We've been too depressing. We are not Liverpool fans. That's what I got told. I'm not a Liverpool supporter. I'm a Liverpool fan. I don't know what the fuck that means, but that's what I got told. I'm not a Liverpool supporter. I'm a Liverpool fan. What does that mean, peeps? I don't know. That's what I'm being told lately. Other times I've been told at the moment is that I'm not a real fan. I'm an armchair fan. I'm only a fan because I'm a YouTube channel and stuff like this. That's what I've been told lately. You know, if I went on YouTube, apparently I wouldn't have any of these thoughts that cross my head that I talk about on YouTube channels. Apparently I do it all for the money. I'm not going to get up how much I earn a month off YouTube, but I can tell you right now, it's not for the money because I don't make any. Yeah, I love it when you know people think I do things for the money. Yeah, do things for the money. I don't get any money, man. Yeah, I don't know where I do all this to the money stuff comes from, but big old Jamie here don't get paid, man, like you think. So I'm not doing it for the money. I'm not doing it for the subscribers. I'm not doing it for the clicks. I do it because, I'm my own man, yeah? I'm my own man. So, my thoughts are my thoughts only. So, but apparently I'm too AFTV-like now. I'm too AFTV-like. What does that even mean? What does that even mean? You're too much like a Liverpool... Jamie, you're like an Arsenal fan. What does that mean? Am I? Damn. Damn. I can't be like an Arsenal fan because, unlike Arsenal fans, I demand success and not mediocrity. I demand success. Arsenal fans don't demand success. They're happy, just coasting along in life and getting by, stuff like that. So I can't be like an Arsenal fan. Yeah, this is what I've been told lately. My last video on YouTube was it Thursday? I believe it was Thursday or Wednesday. In that video, in the comments in that video, I got told that, I'm not really a fan. You what are you doing to your channel? This is not like you. All this sort of stuff, yeah. And then I go on other channels talking exactly the same as I talk on my channel. I don't change the conversation. I keep the same. Yeah, I'm the same Jamie on my channel, and I am as I am on other channels. Jamie don't change. And they're on it, Liverpool fans coming at me. And Cal, big up Cal, coming at us and going, you're not real Liverpool fans. You just do this because of YouTube and stuff like that. So I'm bringing the positivity back, guys. Positive Jamie is in the room. This is what you got now, yeah? You got positive Jamie in the room. Right, I'm back. I'm positive. Liverpool going to win every game now till the end of the season. No more losses. I feel it, man. I feel it. No more losses. Liverpool are back. 15, 16 losses in 2025 is fine. It is where we are. It is where we are. Liverpool winning a title every now and then is absolutely fine, guys. It's cool. Winning the league title every now and then is perfectly fine for Liverpool, guys. We don't need to dominate British football anymore. English football, we don't have to dominate it anymore. Man City can dominate it. Manchester City can dominate English football, but Liverpool are not allowed to. Us winning a title every now and then, us winning the Champions League every now and then, us winning a league every now, an FA Cup every now and then. Us doing that, perfectly fine. I've got no right. I literally have zero rights to moan about absolutely anything. Because Liverpool are not consistent winners. This is what I got told. Liverpool are not consistent trophy winners. Yeah, we're not trophy winners, guys. So, 8 losses in this season is good. It's all good. Now, am I being a little bit sarcastic? Yeah. Look, I'll say this, yeah? I'll say this. I'm not happy with the amount of games Liverpool Football Club are losing. And I think anyone has their right to speak their mind about a situation, yeah? Now, some people will be over positive about things and say, like, what I just said. And I've been on discussions. Guys, there was a Matt, big up Matt, yeah? A man like Matt did his own channel, did the Civil War, a Liverpool special, when there was 127 Liverpool YouTubers on it, all having our say. And what I got from that show is that a lot of people are not unhappy about the situation because Liverpool have not dominated English football while they've been alive. So I'm 44 years old, yeah? I know I don't look it, but I'm 44 years of age, right? In my 44 years of being alive, I've been a Liverpool fan since 1989, right? I was born in 1981. I've been a fan since 89. I was 8 years old, going on 9. And I've not seen Liverpool dominate English football. I haven't. You know, I've seen Liverpool win every trophy there is to win in football, period. I've seen a UEFA Cup being run. I've seen 2 European Cups being won. I've seen FA Cups. I've seen League Cups. I've seen Super Cups. I've seen World Club Championships. I've seen 2 Premier League titles, you know, or 3 league titles because of the 1990 title as well. So I've seen Liverpool win absolutely everything in English football, right? I've never seen Liverpool retain anything, right? Which is a weird one, that Liverpool hasn't retained a trophy since, I believe, 84 or something like that, which is crazy if you think about it, right? And because of that reason, that a lot of people have not seen Liverpool dominate English or European football, the situation we're in right now isn't that bad. Because of them reasons. The situation Liverpool are in right now is not that bad because of most of us that have been talking about it and watching it in our 40s or 50s or whatever it is. We've never seen Liverpool dominate. So it's okay, the situation we're in now, you know. I have 2 words to that. I have 2 words and 2 words only for everyone who says that. No, not everyone who says. I've got people who say it that I'm good friends with. There might be people in the chat that say that, and I'm friendly with everyone in my chat. I like everyone in my chat. Big Angie, who was just in the chat as well. I love all these. I love all you guys. Yeah. So I don't mean this when I say it horribly. Yeah. But the 2 words I've got for all that is utter bollocks. It's utter bollocks. So because we haven't dominated and retained, situations like this is not okay. I don't care. Now, I was talking on the Civil War show, on Matt's show last week about this, and I basically put my point out there as that, for me, Liverpool Football Club should be the English version of Real Madrid, the most successful club in English football history. Man United and Liverpool, no matter Liverpool or Man United, whatever way you want to put it, are the 2 biggest clubs in English football and 2 of the biggest clubs in the world, full stop, yeah? And Liverpool Football Club is one of them, yeah? For me, Liverpool is the biggest club in world, right? I don't care what anyone says. You can talk about Real Madrid's to me, the Barcelona's to me, the Man United's and all that. For me, nothing's bigger than my football club in the world, yeah? And that's Liverpool Football Club. And I have these standards about my football club where maybe it's just me. I don't know, right? Maybe I'm the guy who's wrong here. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe everyone else is right, yeah? But I have high standards for my football club. And I want my standards. I need them standards to be high. I don't want my standards to be here for my football club. I don't want 17 losses in 2025 and 8 losses in this season already, and it's not even the end of November yet. My standards are up here for my football club. Now, I don't care. Now, people will come back at me and go, Jay, you put our standards too high for this football club because we've not dominated anything. We win everything every now and then. It's crazy to me. Liverpool's number 1. There's nothing bigger in our football club. And there might be a reason that we don't dominate. It's the reason that we don't dominate is because we're not hard enough on our club. Is that the reason we don't dominate? Because we're happy sometimes to be the underdog and win things when it just comes round. Are we happy about that? Are we happy that Man City won 4 in a row? Man City have won more. How many league titles have Man City won since the takeover? Like 8 league titles, 7 league titles, a European Cup. They've dominated English football. Before that, Man United dominated English football, and before that, Liverpool dominated English football. And that's the late 70s, late 70s, the 1980s. Yeah, I can't go. I want Liverpool to dominate again. I want Liverpool to sit on top of their perch with the crown upon their head and being the dominating team in English football. What's wrong with that? What's wrong with that, man? Like, literally, what is wrong with Liverpool? Me asking and saying that this isn't good enough right now, and Liverpool should be the greatest team in this country by a country mile. We should be dominating. Dominating. And for anyone who's coming in right now, big up to everyone in the chat. If you are just joining now and you're not quite understanding the title of this show, there is a lot of sarcasm in it. Go back to the beginning of the show and watch it, and go from there. It's my status on this football club. It always has been, guys. Like, I grew up obviously I grew up mostly in the 90s, yeah, when Liverpool were poor and were left behind when the Premier League, when English football completely rebranded and turned into the Premier League, and Sky Sports put all the money in, and Man United went on the stock exchange early and got all their money, and Liverpool got left behind. We still had the boot room and things like that, and traditions, massive traditions. Big up Stack in the chat, man. We had a lot of traditions that I love. Them traditions are beautiful. The boot room is a beautiful tradition, yeah. We still have like the boot room cafe at Anfield now, stuff like that. It's a great tradition, yeah. The values of this football club should stay here. The values of this football club should always be exactly the same, yeah. But Liverpool fell behind in the 90s. Yes, we won some FA Cups on the way, a League Cup. It was a great time. Liverpool spent a lot of money in the 90s as well, which a lot of people don't forget about. Liverpool outspent a lot of their competition in the 90s, but we spent money poorly. We broke a lot of British records. We broke a British record for a centre-back, I believe, in Phil Babb. We broke a British record in a striker in Stan Collymore in the 90s. We spent a lot of money in the 90s, but we couldn't dominate. We were behind. We fell behind. It was a rough time for Liverpool Football Club. It was a rough time for all of us watching the team 36 miles away in Manchester, winning everything year after year after year, winning trebles, Champions Leagues, Premier Leagues. And in the early 2000s, we had our resurgence. We won League Cups, FA Cups, Champions League, a UEFA Cup, a Super Cup, stuff like that, and started to get players through, the Michael Owens of the world and all that. And Liverpool started to become something, and Klopp took over, blah, 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 blah. And then we've gone on to see 2 Premier League titles in the last 5 years, which is excellent. 2 league titles in 5 years is excellent, right? Considering the powerhouse of Man City that we're going against, 2 league titles in a 5 years span is pretty decent compared when you look at other teams in the Premier League now that are strong teams like your Arsenals and your Chelseas and your Man Uniteds and stuff like that. Liverpool gone against a juggernaut in Man City, so I'm happy with it. I'm not sitting here depressed over 2 league titles in 5 years. Don't get me wrong, because we won other things on the way. But I need to see us start an era of Liverpool dominance. Be our static, man. We need to start seeing Liverpool dominate again. And that's all I want to see. And that's why my standards are high, guys. Yes, we won the Premier League last year, and it's a beautiful thing. It was the day we beat Tottenham Hotspur. I was sitting in the living room watching that game with the wife, tears in my eyes when McAllister scored and we went 2-1 up, I believe it was. I had tears in my eyes. I knew it was done. I knew that game was finished. We're a league champions, yeah, even though we had like 55 minutes left of the game to play. Tears in my eyes. Because it meant so much to me. It means so much to everyone. And it's the standards I expect this football club to do with the quality of player we have. We have quality. We have quality players. We've had a time in the last few years when we've had Alisson Becker, who we call the best goalkeeper in the world. We've had people like Virgil van Dijk, who we say is the best centre-back in the world. Mo Salah is Mane's, the Bobby Firminos of the world. Flacco, one of the greatest DMs of his time. We've had generational footballers at our football club, yeah? Did we win enough with these generational footballers? No, probably didn't. all right? But I look at our team now and we've still got generational footballers. And then we went and bought generational footballers. You know, they're not playing well right now. You know, they're not playing well right now. But when I look at when I look at people like Florian Wirtz's a generational player, and the reason I say that is because every club in the world wanted him. You know, everyone was talking about someone like him, a generational talent. You know, Alexander Isaacs, the Ekitike at this moment in time looks like he's going to be a generational talent. You still got the Virgils and Mo Salahs, you still got the Alisson Beckers, you got the Canates, you got McAllisters, who a lot of other teams would love in their side. You know, when Real Madrid are knocking on the door for a certain player, you know they're a generational talent. You got Szoboszlai, you got Gravenberches, you got great players. Some are generational, some are quality footballers, yeah, that are in our team right now. And then we went and bought quality. And it's gone downhill. It's gone bad. It's gone poor. And I think I've got every right to call that out. And that's not me being a fan and not a supporter. That's actually me being a supporter because I'm demanding better. You know, I'm demanding better. And I don't understand the issue of demanding better. This is my whole issue, guys. I really don't understand why people like myself and others and Cowan are just demanding better. I understand it. Some people like we don't dominate English football. You know, there's no domination of English football. Why can't we be that team that dominates? You know, even with FSG in charge right now, look at the way the Premier League is. For me, Liverpool should be dominating. The last couple of years, I give FSG all the credit in the world. They changed their business around a little bit with Liverpool. They put more of their ideas into Liverpool, concentrated more on Liverpool. I think around COVID time, I think FSG got lazy, in my opinion. I've come out and said that multiple times. I've backed FSG at times. I've called them lazy at times. I've told them to get out at times because I demand better. And the last 2 years, I see a change in the ownership. You know, in my opinion, they've got we got a team in now. You got a team in now that wants to get quality players through the door. You know, so I can't have issues with them, man. I can't have issues with them. Look, we've got 2 transfer windows coming up. One in January that we're going to talk about in a minute. We've got one next summer where I think we're going to see more players coming in. I'd be like Joshua. I don't believe these rumours of we're going to have a quiet January. I don't believe them because I do think we're going to buy a certain player, and it looks like that's going to happen. In the summer, I think we're going to buy a few more players as well. I don't think it's going to be quiet at all because there's still missing pieces of our puzzle to put into this team yet. And this team's going to build and build and build. The problem is, does everyone trust the manager in charge to go through that build? This is the question a lot of Liverpool fans are having. There's a lot of Liverpool fans, you know, I think it's quite 50-50 in our fan base right now. I think 50% are like, no, I think Slot's the guy and all this, which is fine. I think 50% like, don't trust Arna at the moment. They don't trust him. And they're asking the question, is he the guy? Is he the right guy taking this forward? Is he the right guy? Is he the right guy with the players coming in and new players in January and the summer to go and lead Liverpool to dominance? Because in my opinion, the players Liverpool are trying to buy, Liverpool are trying to dominate. I don't think Richard Hughes and Michael Edwards are sitting here trying to win something every other year. I think they want to dominate because of the calibre of players. You don't go after Ekitike, Isaacs and Wirtz of this world and stuff like that if you don't want to dominate in the future. You know, if you're getting Semenyo in January, I think be a quality signing. I wanted him the summer just gone. If you remember when we were doing the summer transfer news shows every day, during the summer just gone. I kept mentioning Semenyo's name back then, player I wanted to replace Luis Diaz with. You know, you're going for these players to dominate this league. That's what they want to do, man. They want to dominate this league. You know, be up, Mark. Europe is always difficult, yeah? The thing with European football is that I've seen Man City with Pep Guardiola having a wonderful side. You know, the Pep Guardiola Man City side, since he's been in England, have been wonderful. Hate it or love it, guys. We have to admit it. He built a tremendous squad with world-class talent, right? And he's only won one European Cup while being at Man City. I think he's been at Man City now for almost 10 years, yeah? He's only won one European Cup with the quality of squads he's had, which shows you how difficult it is to win that trophy. Yeah, to win the Champions League, it's so difficult. But if you look at his domestic results are crazy, are out of this world. You know, what is he won? 6 Premier League titles on his own as a manager, something like that, 7 Premier League titles. You know, FA Cups and League Cups. He's dominated English football. Pep Guardiola's come to Man City. Yes, he's had the money to do it. I don't disagree with that, yeah. But what I'm trying to say is he's dominated English football. European football is so difficult to do. It's extremely difficult to do, all right? Even Pep's Barcelona team, I think he won 2 European Cups with that Barcelona team he had. You know, you would think with that Barcelona team he had, he'd win it every year. You know, some most generational greatest players of all time, just won 11. He's won 6 titles, big like Trudon. So 6 titles in 10 years is a phenomenal record. It's a phenomenal record, yeah? Absolutely outrageous. 6 titles in 9 years, in 10 years, whatever it is. It's just ridiculous. Now, I think C said it in the chat, and she's right. You can't win everything every year, right? And I agree with that. I'm not sitting there expecting us to win a league title every single year. I'm not expecting it. I'm not unrealistic on these demands, yeah? You know, the league is tough, right? I've said this countless times, though. If Liverpool finish second behind an Arsenal or a Manchester City in this Premier League, but they go toe to toe. It's a battle till the last day of the season, and we're playing some phenomenal football, and we lose the league by a point or 2. I'm going to be upset that we lost the league, but I'm not going to be down in the dumps about it because I can see the future. I can go, look, we just competed with a generational side. We played some tremendous football, and we just got unlucky and lost the league by a point or 2. I'll hold my hands up, congratulate the other team. It was a beautiful season. What a rivalry we got going next season. Next season, we're going to go again, try and win that title. I'm fine with that. That happens, yeah? It happens, right? That wouldn't bother me so much. What bothers me at the moment is the way we're performing this season and the way we've just thrown everything. Like, the league title. Look. When you had the squad we had last season and you had quality to it in January, in the summer, sorry, you had quality to it in the summer. How giddy were we all, guys, in the chat? We was all ecstatic, weren't we? Let's face it. We was all like, this squad, man, yeah, we're going to compete. If we don't win the league and it's a City or Arsenal and they just bipped us, fair enough, is what it is. I don't think anyone expected, I mean, some people might, but no, I don't think everyone expected this from Liverpool Football Club. Now, I know there's going to be factors that everyone brings up into it, like the Jota situation and all that. I hear it. I understand it. There is players that played with Diogo Jota as well that left Liverpool but are performing at a high level for their other clubs. But there's also there's also the realism that Liverpool weren't playing well when Diogo Jota was still here towards the end of last season. I just also Liverpool, when they were winning, weren't talking about a Jota situation, because I've heard a lot of other chats saying that this team isn't fit. Like Liverpool are not actually fit because they had their pre-season. Our pre-season was disrupted because of the Jota situation, which I understand, yeah. But they still trained and they still played, right? I don't think that's the case of the fitness issue and stuff like that. Again, when we were winning our first 5 games in a row, no one mentioned this. No one mentioned fitness issues. No one mentioned, the Jota situation or anything like that when we won our first 5 games in a row. And when it like 7 games in a row, Europe as well, or something like that. It was crazy. It was 6 or 7 games in a row that we won at the start of the season before the losing happened. Even me, I was gassed. We were winning games, but everyone in the chat kept telling me, Jay, we're playing shit, man. We're playing shit. This is, it's going to go wrong eventually. You can't keep concentrating on the last minute winners. And you guys are right, and I was wrong in that situation, but I was still gassed that we were winning. But no one was bringing this up. No one. And then we go through losing streaks and everyone starts picking up little things here and there and goes, oh, we didn't train well. Yeah, all the players aren't fit and all that because of the situation. But no one talked about fitness for the first 7 games that we won that season, at the beginning of the season. First 7 games in a row that we won. No one moaned about fitness then. Everyone's looking for excuses, and I get it. This is what I'm trying to get to. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You guys in the chat all got to me and said, Jay, no, we're playing shit, man. We're going to get beaten soon. You got to see. And I didn't believe you at the time, but you guys in the chat were correct. So hats off to you guys in the chat. Much love to the community. But I just think everyone's looking for excuses right now. Everyone is looking for an excuse why we're not playing well. Why is it going to shit? Is it a personnel issue? Is it the unfortunate death of Diogo Jota? Is it that we're not fit because we haven't trained enough because of the situation? Is it this? Is it that? All excuses. All I keep hearing is excuse after excuse after excuse, but I never hear the one thing that it could be. I never hear the one thing that it actually could be. And that is the manager. They never mention it. And if they do mention the manager, they have to put like a but in there. Yeah, Arne's not getting things right at the moment, but blah, 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 blah. Now I'm hearing that if you watch a lot of Liverpool content like I do, even though I'm a content creator, I still watch a lot of content. And I hear a lot of shit. I do. And people really believe it. Like the personnel issues. Like playing out from the back, using fullbacks. So now, I said this, by the way. I said this at the beginning. I said this last season, right? Again, I don't need to blow my own trumpet. People hate it when I blow my own trumpet. Big balls, by the way. But a lot of people hate it when I do this. Go, oh, you're such a clever clogs. Why don't you become a coach? The immature response sort of thing. But last year I said this, chat. Why don't Liverpool just get 4 centre-backs and play a back 4 of centre-backs? Right back and left back. If you want to play out of the back and you want to keep clean sheets and defend well and stuff like that, use a left back and a right back at the centre backs. And now that's what everyone's going down. Maybe we should buy a centre back that plays right, that can play right back, and a centre back that can play left back, that are both good on the ball and can play out from the back. Cool. Is it going to change then as soon as we can do that? Is that what it's going to do? Is that what's going to change? So say Liverpool get these mythical players, yeah, that can play right back and left back as centre backs, but can play, are good footballers and can play out with the ball. Wicked. It's all sorted then. No problems. We'll go back to winning every game, yeah. Sweet. One question though, because no one's answered me this yet. I've asked this question every day for weeks. I've asked this question for weeks and weeks and weeks now, and no one answers me properly. Why can't the manager change the way we play to suit the players that are at his disposal? This is all I keep asking. No one answers me. Right? All I keep hearing is we can't play out from left back because we haven't got the left back to do it. We can't play out from right back now because Trent used to invert into the midfield to make the extra man in midfield to win second balls and control games from there as a right back. Okay, I get it. That's cool. That was last season. He ain't got them players this season. So again, I ask the question, why can't the manager change the way he plays to adapt to the players that he has in this situation? And I never get the answer. I never get the answer, ever. And I understand the old answer of not having your Trents anymore and stuff like that. I get it. I understand it. When Trent was there as a right back for Liverpool, he'd invert, go into the midfield area and become that extra man in midfield and can pass and control. I understand it and it worked beautifully, yeah? But he's not here anymore and you went and bought Frimpong knowing that Conor Bradley was here. So you can't play that way. No one, surely, has gone and watched Frimpong play and gone, do you know what? He can invert into midfield like Trent does and control games and become that extra man. No, he can't. No, he can't do that. So that means you've got to change the way you play. Attacking fullbacks, old school. Up and down fullbacks. And then all I hear now, and when I say that, and when I say that to people, they come up to me, they say back to me, this is the answer I usually get, yeah? This is the answer I usually get, right? It cracks me up. It cracks me up. Arne Slot won't be able to do what he wants to play with the players that he's got. It's as simple as that. You know, when we get pressed, we're good against teams that don't press. So, like Aston Villa and Real Madrid last week, Liverpool are good against them teams because they don't press us; they sit back. So when they don't press us and they sit back, our players can play their game and get on top of the opposition. All right, but when a team presses us, we melt. We let players now go and sit on Virgil, so Kanate has to pass the ball. Bradley and Robbo can't pass. Bradley and Kirkes can't pass. Frimpong and Kirkes don't pass. Do you know this can't pass stuff is bullshit? You know this can't pass stuff is absolute bullshit. Because when they're on international duty, they pass like a fucking machine. So it's bullshit. Also, how do other teams win trophies then? So how do other teams win trophies? So not all managers are playing out from the back with inverted fullbacks and winning things. Yeah? It's just not. So you're telling me Kirkes can't work at Liverpool under Arne Slot? Because Kirkes will never be the player Arne Slot wants him to be. So Kirkes is a failure straight away. Is that on Kirkes or is that on the manager? Frimpong will never be a success at Liverpool because he can't play the way Arne Slot wants him to play. Is that Frimpong's fault or Arne Slot's fault? If we changed our system and tactics to suit the players we got, would we be a better football team right now? It's as simple as that. We're trying to play this total Dutch football. I get what Slot's trying to play. You know, I get what they're trying to play, right? He's trying to play his total football where you keep possession, you build up from the back to the attack, and you keep, even if you can't get shots out, you can't get your opportunities, you keep playing and playing to an opportunity opens up for you, then you take advantage. I get it. It's what he wants to play, right? He wants his fullback to invert, to, you know, make the extra man in midfield. So we've got an extra man in midfield so the others can attack and get forward. I hear it. Yeah, I get it. But none of them are good enough to do this. You're making players look shit for no reason. You're making players look shit for no reason. Just play a different style. The times at Liverpool, I've said this as well. I said this the other week. I said it on that match show, and people came at me. You know, everyone had a go, right? Liverpool's best performances under Arne Slot have been when he goes against his principles. It's as simple as that. When he goes against his principles and doesn't and plays the way he doesn't really want to play, but he knows for a fact that he gets the job done in that game, so he plays like that, we win a game of football. That Arne Slot I like, by the way. That Arne Slot, who can change his principles and his tactics for a game to get the result, I like. That's the manager I want. I want a manager who does that. But then he comes out after a game and goes, I don't want to play like this going forward. I want to play this style. Do you remember when we watched the press conference live, guys? Do you remember when we watched the press conference live the other week? And he turned around and someone asked him the question about Joe Gomez. Why doesn't Joe Gomez come into the defensive part of the team to give you a bit more defensive security because you're leaking too many goals? And he basically said, that's not the way I want to play. I want to play on the attack. For me, it's more about the attack than it is the defence. He says it himself every fucking week. And people just ignore it like he's not saying it. And that should drive me balmy as well. He sits there every week and goes, I'm not too worried about the defence. It's about the attack. He's got a Joe Gomez there who doesn't fucking use. It's about the attack and controlling games of football in the opposition half. That's why all our midfielders are high up, because against Bournemouth, when Carragher pulled him up on it, right, there's 8 players in Bournemouth's half. That's what Carragher said. He went, you've got 8 players in Bournemouth's half, leaving nothing back. And then what did Arne Slot reply to him? Yeah, but Bournemouth have got 8 players back. So it's 8 versus 8 right now. That was his reply. It's 8 versus 8 right now. Again, what does that tell you? He's more concerned about the attacking part of the game than the defensive part of the game. But when he goes against his principles, it's where we keep clean sheets and we defend better. I.e. the Man City game last season when he played 2 number 9s. He played 2 number 10s, sorry. He didn't play striker, he played 2 number 10s. We played counter-attacking football. We shut Man City out and we got a 2-0 lead and absolutely bullied them in that game, yeah? When he was asked a question on TNT Sport, I think it was on Sky Sports, sorry. Sky Sports asked him a question in that sit-down interview about that game, yeah? He went live to the world. Everyone heard it. Yeah, I went against my principles in that game, like we did against Real Madrid this week and like we did against Aston Villa. We went against the principles. My principles and how I want to play. They're some of the best performances we've had under this manager. Then games I enjoy to watch. That away performance to City last year, that performance against Real Madrid, the performance against Real Madrid last year as well. Some tremendous performances that I absolutely love. But guess what? The manager went against what he wants to play and we played beautifully. That's the manager I want. You know, so it tells me Arne can do this. This is why I'm frustrated, guys. This is why I demand standards. This is why I get pissed off. Because I actually see my manager change shit, change a system, goes against what he wants to do. Yeah? He goes against everything he wants to do to get Liverpool the win. He gets the win. And then the next game where he doesn't think this game's as hard, he goes back to the way he wants to play and we look dog shit and lose. It's fucking balmy. And then people would tell me, Jamie, it's not like that. It's because them teams didn't press us. How many teams actually fucking press us? Like, in all seriousness, I get sick of this pressing bollocks with everyone. How many teams actually fucking press us? Are you telling me Liverpool can't control, with the players they got right now, with the 11 Liverpool can put out, can't control a game against Brentford? Is that what you're telling me? Because of the fullbacks we got, we can't control a game of football against Brentford. If that's the case, quit. Leave now before it hurts you. Honestly. If that's everyone's answer all the fucking time. Because teams press us. Look at mighty Liverpool being pressed occasionally. We are allowed to be pressed, guys. It is not against the law. Other teams are allowed to play how they want against us, yeah? But you're telling me the 11 we can put out any match week against teams like Brentford and Nottingham Forest and stuff like that, who might want to press us a little bit higher at pitch sometimes and play a little bit more of a lower block, that the 11 we put out can't fucking get their act together and control that game of football. Such a bollocks. It's just excuse after excuse after excuse, and it fucking drives me mad. It drives me mad. I can go, if another manager came in, yeah? If another manager came in and played his style, right, a different style, but it was suited the players that we got in our football club right now, yeah? And we went and won games. What's everyone going to say then when it comes to, you know, what have we got? I don't know. Any manager you can think of, right? A quality manager comes to Liverpool, yeah? And he goes and he sees the team we got, the squad that we got, right? And he's like, we got quality footballers here, man. We got quality footballers. They can't really play maybe the total Dutch way or the tick-a-tacker way. But I tell you what, I've got some pacey, physical, you know, pressing players here. Let's tell you what, let's play like a man-to-man presser. Yeah, that's be more direct. That's get the ball quicker into the Mo Salahs, the Isaac and the Ekatigas of this world, because they're going to put the ball in the back of the net more than any other player on this pitch right now. They're going to score more regularly. Let's do that. Let's do that. And what if Liverpool start winning games because they're just going direct? You know, they're being a bit more physical. They're pressing one-on-one, you know, and they're playing well. Formation's a little bit different. And we start winning week after week after week. What are we going to do? It just fucks me off. It just fucks me off, man. It just pisses me off. Personnel. If I hear the word personnel again with an argument about this Liverpool team, it's going to fucking kill me. Because it's bullshit. Because I'll tell you why it's bullshit. This is his personnel. That's why it's bullshit, ladies and gentlemen. That's why I don't listen to this personnel bollocks anymore, because it's Arne Slot's personnel. These are his players. This is his team. This team is capable of beating Real Madrid 2 years in a row. It's capable of going away at Man City and losing. But then it's fucking capable of not being able to play against an aggressive Brentford side. And then it's games like that this Liverpool team falls a fucking apart. It's teams like Man United that they fall apart against. Oh, because they're pressing us. Fuck off with your pressing bullshit. Fucking does my arse in. Here's one. Instead of trying to pass through the opposition's press, how about we go over the top? Because that's what everyone else does to us. When we press the opposition, they sit in a low block. They don't pass through Liverpool. They go over the fucking top. Why don't we do the same thing? Tell you what you do. You tell Robbo and Conor Bradley, whoever's played at fullback, try not to pass the ball through the press. Just play the ball over the top. Get the team changing. So you see the opposition are pressing you, Conor Bradley. Instead of getting the ball and just giving it to Kanate, who can't pass a shit, just put the ball over the top. Put it 30 yards over the top and try and get the opposition team to turn around and go back the other way so you can then push up the pitch. There you go. How about we do that? How about you change it? You don't need to go, we're getting pressed. Conor Bradley's getting pressed. Conor Bradley's getting pressed. Conor Bradley's pressed. I'm being pressed. I don't know what to do. I'm a professional footballer and I don't know what to do and I'm being pressed. Yeah? Fucking do something. Stop passing Kanate, who can't pass the one. Can we stop that now, yeah? This should be a thing Liverpool should stop doing, right? When Robbo or Kanate or Virgil have got the ball, can we stop passing to Kanate? For the love of fucking God. It should be a fine. I don't care. Whoever the fullbacks are and Virgil van Dijk, whoever it is, yeah, Every time they pass the ball to Virgil when we're being pressed, they are fined. Every fucking week till they stop. Stop giving it to a person who can't fucking pass. Drives me mad. BRBX. It drives me mad. Conor Bradley's being pressed. Conor Bradley's being pressed by two players. He gives it to Canate. Canate stumbles over the ball. Goal! Fucks me off. Stop it. Do you know what I mean? It just it pisses me off. Saint Chronic. If I'm watching that game, if I am watching the Forest game on Saturday, right, because I'll be doing a watch along for it. If I'm watching the Forest game Saturday and Conor Bradley's being pressed by Hudson-Odoi or something like that, and he passes at Ibu, I'm going to fucking lose my nut. Yeah, people would tell me that, right? It is where Ibu Kanate against Manchester City had a 96% pass rate. Yeah, because he passed it 3 yards. He passed it 3 yards to Virgil, 3 yards to fucking Allison. I can have a 96 fucking percent pass rate. Can we just change things up? Look, honestly, get Mo Salah on the edge of the box, man. Guys, the positive Jamie stuff is all sarcastic. Again, go back to the beginning of the show, guys, if you've not seen it yet. It's a sarcastic comment. I'm trying to be a bit sarky of everything, yeah? But I will be positive, but sarcastic at the same time. I want this football club to improve, man. I just need this football club to improve in areas they need to improve again. It's almost the end of November, yeah? We're like 2 weeks away from the end of November. We have still not learned this season that some of our players out of the back can't pass for shit to a midfielder when they're being pressed. Do you know what I mean? It drives me mad. Like, how long do we have to wait till Conor Bradley realises that he's being pressed? He's not the best passer out for press. Go long! You're allowed to! Do a diagonal! I've seen Conor Bradley do 60-yard diagonals before. It's the best way of beating the press is going over the fucking top. Yeah? Because guess what? If you put the ball 80 yards above the midfield, they can't get to it. But if you're playing it along the floor, little passes along the floor like this, little passes trying to play at the back, bring the press on Conor Bradley, bring the press on. I'm like Trent, right? I'm Trent, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm going to, stop. I beg you. Can Liverpool just go more direct? This team is built up to be more direct. Just go more direct. Do the long ball shit. That's what Liverpool should do. Arne Slot hates long balls, yeah? Arne Slot hates long balls, right? How about we become a long ball team? How about we become a long ball side, just for the sake of it, man? Why don't we do that? We got Mo Salah. What is the point of playing slowly out the back to Mo Salah when he's got no fucking room? Can someone explain that to me? Mo Salah is 33 years old. There's no other 33-year-old winger in the Premier League, yeah? And he's lost a little bit of pace. So what do we do? Right, Mo, you can have the ball now when you've got 4 men round you. Or would it be better to go, you know what, we've got the ball, the press is coming on to us, teams are pressing us. Mo, you're in space. 30-yard smash up to Mo in the air, yeah? And he's like, oh, shit, I've got space. I can move. Or Conor Bradley gets hold of the ball. He sees Mo Salah's got space, yeah? The press is coming onto him, yeah? This is what we do at the football club now, right? The press is coming onto him. They're all coming, yeah? There's like 6 of them pressing Liverpool at the back. They're rushing us. They're harassing us. They're moving us, right? And Conor Bradley's like, I don't know what to do. Yeah? That's what it does. Get it, can I? I don't know what to do. No, this is what the fuck. Oh. Drives me mad. It drives me mad. Drives me mad. Yeah, Becky becoming a member, much appreciated. Also, big up Becky with a super as well. Would you play Hugo with the left next game? Big up. Yes, I would. I'm going to get into that in a minute, man. I'm going to get into that in a minute. I just want to see change, guys. You know, I understand. Big up Bex. I understand what Slot wants to do, right? But the problem is, and I keep saying this time and time again, yeah, he's not once gone in the transfer window. He's not one up the metro. He's not gone once in the transfer window this summer to get the players that suits his game, right? And here's the thing: I've seen a lot of people blame Richard Hughes as well for the transfer window. Richard Hughes is not thick. Richard Hughes is an intelligent guy. Richard Hughes will know the football that Arne Slot wants to play. They'd have communication, guys. We've been down this road. The way Liverpool do transfer business is that they use data. They use data alongside the coach's coaching methods. So the coach will have his method how to play, yeah, and the data transfer committee find players to suit that coaching method, right? That's why when we bought Darwin Núñez, the thingy of the data team came out and said he didn't understand why Jurgen wanted Darwin Núñez at the time because it didn't suit the way Jurgen Klopp played. It made no sense. We played this style. Why are you buying that player? It don't make sense. And guess what? Darwin didn't work. So I don't believe Richard Hughes is a fit guy. Big up Scraps. Richard Hughes got the players who, in my opinion, that Arne Slot wanted. I think most of us can agree with that, yeah? Because also, they're the players that play. You know, Frimpong played straight away. Kirkes played straight away. Wirtz played straight away. You know, Isaac and Ekitike played straight away. Slot wanted these players, guys. Don't let people believe you that he didn't. Slot and Richard Hughes had a plan and got the players he wanted. So again, I will ask, why are we playing a different style to the players we went and got in this summer? Why are we playing out from the back with Kirkes and Frimpong? Doesn't make no sense. He now doesn't know what to do with Florian Wirtz. He has no idea what to do with him because I do believe, honestly, that big up everyone in the chat, man, just joining. I do believe that Wirtz was going to take Szoboszlai's position, but Szoboszlai started this season so well, you can't drop the guy. So he doesn't know what to do with Florian Wirtz now. You got Isaac and Ekitike there. We've seen it. When Isaac is fit, Isaac starts games. But now he sees how good Ekitike is. Ekitike's got to start games as well. So we've got players here that the manager wanted. He made a point of getting them, yeah, with Richard Hughes. So why has the style of our play not changed? Why has our playing style not changed to fit the talent that we've gone and bought? And I don't want to hear any of this bullshit, right, that these are not slot players. Again, that means you're calling Richard Hughes an idiot. That means you're calling the data team idiots. Because as I keep saying, Richard Hughes and the data team got the players that suit the methods of the coaching from the head coach of our football club, and that is Arne Slot. Arne Slot himself has said multiple times, me and Richard Hughes talk every day about players. And I guarantee you right now, Richard Hughes and that love Arne Slot and want him to be their guy. They're not going to not get him the players that he doesn't want. So he's got the players he wants. It's why Chiesa don't play, because Chiesa weren't a Slot signing. That is the one I will say weren't a Slot signing. That's why Chiesa doesn't play. We needed Arne Slot wanted an attacker at the time, so we went and got he wanted 6 attackers, so we went and got him, yeah. Again, I ask, why have we not changed the way we play, man? Why have we not changed the way we play to suit the players we got? If it is personnel. Because I tell you what, when it was the summer, no one was blaming the personnel coming in. No one. We were gassed off our tits. Every Liverpool content creator was gassed off their fucking double D tits. I'm telling you right now. Everyone. We got Isaac. Fuck off. We got Ekatike. Fuck off. We got Ryan Verts. Fuck off. Nah. We got fucking hell. We got Frimpong. I was happy with the Frimpong signing because I actually think Frimpong's a good player. He's just not being used correctly. Kirkez is a good player. Again, not being used correctly. You know, when you look at him at Bournemouth, guys, go back to Bournemouth last season and look at Kirkez's performances. Yeah, look at him going on the wide side of the left winger. Yeah, getting balls in at the heart on the bar line, cutting in and getting shots off, getting crosses off, being an absolute menace to every team he played last season. Yeah, go and check that out. He's a quality footballer. And now we're saying it's a personnel issue. Now it's a personnel issue. Yeah, of course it is. Of course it's a personnel issue. So who we going to buy in? So if this is a personnel issue, yeah? This is a personnel issue, and this is another thing. Our number 9s look shit because no one passes them the ball. Yeah, Ekatike, big up. This is another thing. Isaac and Ekatike better get a touch of the ball. Because how is Ekatike and Isaac hardly touching the ball when I've got McAllister, Graham-Birch, Szoboszlai, Salah and Cody Gakpo at random? Someone explain that. Because that is a fucking mystery to me. How the fuck are my strikers barely getting the ball? We should be creating like a bitch for them. You're telling me Szoboszlai, McAllister, Graham-Birch, Salah and Cody Gakpo can't create for my striker? That's bullshit. I'm saying that right now. Yeah? That's an issue. Absolute issue, man. I agree with regular Scouse Kid as well. What he says about Kirkes there. Big up, man. B.R. Beck says, imagine we didn't panic by Hugo. Joke settings at the moment. Big up, Becky. Reno says none of them midfielders are creators. They can still create. You're telling me that Szoboszlai, McAllister, Salah and Gakpo can't get the ball to a striker. We don't need to create, but get the ball to the striker. Get the ball to the number 9. So none of them players can get a ball to a number 9, no? I've seen Szoboszlai at the edge of the box. I've seen McAllister at the edge of the box. I've seen Graham-Birch at next to the box. I've seen the wire players at it, you know. It's crazy to me. It's crazy. You're telling me he can't pass the ball. Like no one can pass them. It's because it's not told for them to do that. That's the difference. This is the difference, yeah? Obviously, when you had Jurgen Klopp's Liverpool, yeah, none of the midfielders were creators. Yeah, the only ones who created was obviously Robbo and Trent, yeah? That's why they had double figure assists every single season, right? Because you had Trent and Robbo as our fullbacks. We don't have that now, right? So you have to play a different way. But Szoboszlai can create if you ask him to. He can find a striker. Salah can find a striker if you ask him to. Cody Gakpo can find a striker if you ask him to. McAllister can find a striker if you ask him to. Curtis Jones can find a striker if you ask him to. They can all do it if you want them to, but it's the way you want to play that stops it. And again, I've said this time and time again. I said this last season. I've said it this season. The reason Ekatike has looked good this season is because Ekatike is not an out-and-out number 9. Ekatike is more of a false 9. You know, he likes to drop deep. He likes to drop onto the halfway line or the opposition's half and pick up the ball and move with it and stuff like that. He's not an Alexander Isak who's more of an out-and-out striker than he is, yeah? That's why Ekitike's worked well. That's why Luis Diaz or Cody Gakpo look good when they play number 9 for Liverpool. Is because they play that role better in that number 9 position. Also, we play 75 passes before we give it to a striker who then is heavily marked or out of position. How about we just go more direct? How about we just play long balls and go more direct to our strikers? How about that? How about we change the way we play? Like, if Isak's playing up front, but you're playing 27 passes. Isak at Newcastle didn't have no creators, apart from Jacob Murphy. We got to buy Jacob Murphy for Alexander Isak. Jacob Murphy was literally the only one who created for Isak last season at Newcastle. Because Tonali's not really a creator. Bruno Gomes is not really a creator. Joe Linton's not really a creator for midfield. But Isak still got the ball a fucking lot and scored a shitload of goals. So do we have to go and get Murphy from Newcastle to create for Alexander Isak? Oh, no, I don't need to do that because I've got Mo Salah. But we play 27 passes before we get to Mo Salah. When we bought Alexander Isak, I said, we bought Alexander Isak, I was gassed about it. And I said, when you've got him, you've got to play quick and direct to him. You've got to play direct and quick to him. You know, Haaland, look how good Haaland is this year at Man City, yeah? Why is Haaland so much better this year at Man City? Because they're playing direct to him. They're not fucking around. They're just getting the ball and going, bang, give it to Haaland. Get the ball, bang, give it to Haaland. Get the ball, bang, give it to Haaland. Direct. Strikers need to be fed the ball directly. No, we know. You just mentioned our midfield. And so what I mentioned to you is that the only person who created for Isak last season was Jacob Murphy, which is a fact. None of their midfield. So, again, you just said Szoboszlai and all that can't create, so you don't get the ball. Neither do Newcastle's midfielders. It's a fact. Do you know why Isak got a lot of the ball last year, we know? It's because they were direct. They didn't play tick-a-tack of football out from the back and all this bullshit. They were super direct. They were super direct into him. They made sure he was the focal point. And because he's the focal point, you bang! Direct into him. When you got Alexander Isak, you need to be direct. 27 passes and Isak touches the ball 8 times to score 1 goal. Isn't go to work. Of course it's not. Isak should be getting chance after chance after chance because you should be direct. You know, you play out from the back. Virgil and Konate have more touches of the ball than Mo Salah, Gakpo and Isak in a game. Does anybody think that is correct? Does anyone think that's correct? Does anyone actually think that's correct? Just go more direct to these players, man. Go more direct. Get them involved more. Go play quicker, more direct with these players. I love Alexander Isak. But if we're playing too slowly, guys, in build-up play, and he's only getting like 9 or 10 touches a game and 1 chance to score a goal, and he doesn't take that chance, is it Alexander Isak's form and the way we play? You've got to play quicker to these players. You've got to play quicker to these players, man. Got to play quicker. Just does my head in. We're not Pep's Barcelona where we could play tiki-taka stuff, and you got three legendary strikers up front that can do anything with the ball, and the greatest player of all time. We haven't got that team. We can't play like that. We just can't play like that, guys. That's not our game. We need to. Oh my god! So the most touches any player's had for Liverpool this season. Number 1 is Dominic Szoboszlai. Number 2 is Virgil van Dijk. Number 3 is Canate. 4 is Andy Robinson. Our top 4, 3 of them are defenders and Dominic Szoboszlai. People that have had more touches of the ball than Hugo Ekitike this season. McAllister, who has not fucking played. Mohamed Salah, Ryan Gravenberch, Conor Bradley, Florian Wirtz, Curtis Jones, Andy Robinson, Ibu Kanate, Virgil van Dijk and Dominic Szoboszlai. Fucking half our team are defenders that touch the ball more. McAllister has had the same amount of touches in the Premier League as Hugo Ekitike this season, and McAllister has barely played. Alisson Becker has had more touches of the ball than. Oh my god! Let me just share the screen. Yeah, it drives me mad, man. So these are people that have touched the ball this season, yeah. So Mo has the most touches for Liverpool this season. Virgil van Dijk is number 2. Dominic Szoboszlai is number 1. That's no shock because he's played right back, number 6, number 8, right winger. He's played all over the pitch. Virgil van Dijk and Kanate, Robbo, Curtis Jones, Florian Wirtz, Conor Bradley, Gravenberch, Mohamed Salah, Alexis McAllister has the same amount of touches in the Premier League than Ekitike. Let that sink in. Let that sink in, man. We maximise our forwards. Cody Gakpo, Frimpong, Kirkes, Mamadashvili and Alisson Becker. Alisson Becker has had more touches to the ball than Alexander Isak. Alexander Isak is 17th. There is only 3 players below that. Now, I know Isak's not played many games, but what the fuck is the baseball doing on? Fuck off. I know Isak's not played many games, but neither has Alisson. Do you know what I mean? How many games they played? Hang on. Starts. So this is starts. Hang on, starts. There you go. You can see it now. So starts for Liverpool. Isak and Alisson have both had 2 starts each. 2 starts! As you can see there, Alisson's had 2 starts. Isak's had 2 starts. Alisson's had more touches than Alexander Isak. Again, this just proves we fuck about with the ball too much. We fuck about with the ball too much and we're not direct enough, man. Our strikers don't get fed. We don't feed them. They're starving. We're going to have to start a charity concert soon for our strikers. Do you know how mad that is? World Aid or something like that for our fucking strikers. We have to start a charity concert because we don't fucking feed them. They don't touch the ball, man. Bro, I'm not going to lie. I'm getting more negative as the stream progresses. Again, it just... this is what I'm trying to say, people. This is why I get angry. This is why I get upset. Yeah. Everyone talks about, a personnel issue, yeah? And we haven't got passers and stuff like that. 4 of our main passers who touched the ball this season have been our fullbacks and centre backs. Alisson Becker and Alexander Isak in the Premier League only have started the same amount of games, and Alisson has touched the ball more than Alexander Isak, guys. Guys, let that sink in. Do you know what that means? We pass the ball more to Alisson than we do to Isak. We pass the ball more to our goalkeeper than we do to a £120 million striker. And this is why people are pissed. Because it drives me mad. It drives me absolutely mad. Big up, Harry. I search these things, man. Also, look, to be fair, our eyes don't lie either, do they? Do you know what I mean? Our eyes don't lie. How many times does Kanate and Virgil and our goalkeeper touch a ball a game compared to our more forward players? Szoboszlai is top of that list because Szoboszlai plays right back, the number 6, the number 8, a left winger, right winger. He's played up front. He's played the number 10. He's played in every position this season. So he's touched the ball shitloads. And also, he's been our best player this season. So him being number 1 doesn't shock me. The fact that Isak and Alisson have played the same amount of games this season as a start, have started the same amount of games this season, I believe, only in the Premier League. Yeah, that's just... It's crazy. It's crazy. Mamardashvili, man. Just... I want to get this up again. Pause. This is on StatMuse. So this ain't bothering me because Alisson's had more than 4 starts, ain't he? Surely. Yeah. He's had more than 2 starts. So these stats might actually be a little old, to be fair. But the fact of the matter remains that, Mamardashvili's had 214 touches of the ball. Isak's had 131. Chiesa, who barely plays, has had 47. Yeah. I'm going on StatMuse. Now, guys, this might not be correct, but I'm just going on what StatMuse are telling me right now. It's hard to find these stats. Yeah, but this is what StatMuse are telling us. And to be fair, Dominic Szoboszlai in the most touches of the boys, be realistic. Virgil van Dijk, Kanate, realistic. Robbo. So that's your top 4. Szoboszlai, Virgil, Kanate and Robbo. Curtis Jones has had a lot of touches. Florian Wirtz has had a lot of touches of the ball because when you watch Florian play, he does get the ball a heck of a lot. So does Ryan Gravenberch. So does Mo Salah. But Alexis McAllister being on equal amount of touches as Hugo Ekitike is it's a bit crazy to me. Hang on, minutes played as well. Alexis McAllister, minutes played, 149. Jesus. 250. This might be a little old. This might be a few weeks old, to be fair, but yeah. Similar last season, number 9 don't get enough touches. Jamie, would you be out doing calling shows? Yeah, you know what it is? StreamYard's the best for calling shows, and for some reason, StreamYard doesn't like Jamie. Do You know, for some reason, every time I use StreamYard, as everyone on this chat will know, it doesn't seem to like me. I don't know what it is with StreamYard and me at the moment. We're just not friends. I can do calling shows on this as well, what I use now. But yeah, and also the reason I stopped doing calling shows is because you get a lot of dickheads that do things to get your channel thrown off the air. But I will bring it back. I do want to bring it back. I might bring it back this week. We'll see how it goes. Where's K-Max stats? I mean, it's again, I'm going on StatMuse, yeah? It's the only, that's other, other ones might have it differently, yeah? Hang on, I'll go on Anfield Online as well. All right, they got it as well. Let's have a look. Dominic Szoboszlai got 7 GA this season. 6 GA. I did not know that. Do you know what's crazy? Mohamed Salah is our top goal scorer. No, he ain't. Ekitike is our top goal scorer. Ekitike's got 6 goals in all competitions. Salah's got 5 in all competitions. I'm trying to find any more stats on this because I know, a lot of people are going to come at me after this and go, your stats are wrong. Okay. So, I found another list. Top 10 Premier League players with the most touches this season. Elliot Anderson for Forest is number 1. Virgil van Dijk is number 2. And Dominic Szoboszlai is number 3. And that's all Liverpool players. There's no other Liverpool players in that list. Players with the fewest touches this season so far. Alexander Isak is second with 79 touches in 253 minutes. He has been injured, to be fair, but again, that's not a good look. That is not a good look. Just tells me we've got a Restream. I use Restream, Bex. I use Restream. I want to start using OBS, but OBS is the hardest fucking thing to work out in the world, man. Browsing K-Mac stat, but big up K-Mac if he's watching, man. Yeah, I just read that as well with Verts. Verts has touched the ball more than people think. As we pause, I think Verts has touched the ball the 5th most in our team this season. So Verts gets a lot of the ball. This is why I don't think Verts has been as bad as a lot of people say. Verts has created a lot of opportunities. Verts gets hold of the ball a lot. We just got to be more direct to our strikers. This is what it shows me. We've got to be more direct to our strikers. So obviously David Ornstein has changed tact a little bit here, guys. David Ornstein has tweeted out. He has tweeted, Bournemouth may be powerless to prevent Semenyo's sale in January. Contract includes a £65 million release clause available to all clubs, but must be triggered by a set date. Bournemouth get time to replace, applies again in the summer at a lower price. Now, obviously, Indy put this story out about a week ago about Semenyo. Semenyo put this out about Semenyo. To big up Indy, he put this out about a week ago about the Semenyo stuff. He's been on it. And David Ornstein has basically just backed him up here. Now, obviously, Semenyo's a big Arsenal fan. So obviously, you think Arsenal will be favourites. Indy, to his fairness, has also tweeted out today saying that Arsenal to buy Semenyo would need to sell some players in order to him to get in the team. I don't think there's any room for Semenyo at Arsenal. They got wingers everywhere. And he said that's why Liverpool are favourites. I honestly believe Liverpool buy Semenyo in January because I think I think in the summer you might have too much competition for Semenyo. And if Liverpool really want Semenyo, I think they go get him in January, like they did with Cody Gakpo, like they did with Luis Diaz. Remember, the reason we were meant to get Luis Diaz the following summer as our main transfer target, but we went and got him in January because Tottenham were heavily involved, and Tottenham put a bid in for Diaz, so we counter-bidded it and got Luis Diaz in January. Everyone forgets this as well. I think Cody Gakpo has actually spoke about this in an interview. Man United were very close to buying Cody Gakpo. So Liverpool wanted Cody Gakpo. And again, he was meant to be a summer transfer. So Liverpool acted in January to go and get him. And that's why Diaz and Cody both came in January windows, because they were on the transfer list. They were meant to be summer transfers, but they acted quickly. They acted quickly because of situations from other clubs. Now, if he's got a release clause, Liverpool might be looking at it and thinking, at this time, Arsenal have got probably too many players at the moment. They'd have to get rid of some to get a Semenyo in my opinion. Man United have just bought Cunha and Mbeumo, so I don't think they'll be in for Semenyo. Chelsea have got about 800 wingers, so they're probably not going to be in Semenyo this January. That does leave Liverpool. And I think Liverpool go and buy Semenyo this January. He's a player we need as well. You know, we haven't got a lot of pace in our forward line. And I think Semenyo brings danger, he brings pressing, and he brings pace in that forward line. He's good on one-on-one as well. And he's a good footballer. He's almost like the Mane replacement years back now that we never did. I'm not saying he's like Mane. Mane is one of his own. But he's an awkward customer. He's good one-on-ones. He's a speed demon. He's technically good. He's got an eye for goal. He gives you that ball over the top. He gives you different ideas. He maybe has maybe a bit more chemistry with Kerkez at left back. You know, Kerkez and Semenyo played the year before together, had good chemistry. You could bring that chemistry back to Liverpool. I think this is a good transfer. I think this is a good transfer. And then in the summer, I think Liverpool go and get Guay on a free and buy a DM. That's personally what I think they do. But yeah, that's the story at the moment on the Semenyo stuff, guys. I honestly believe Liverpool buy him. I think Liverpool go and get him. I think Ben Jacobs has now reported this as well. I like Semenyo. I wanted him last summer. Liverpool will look at him last summer, by the way. I don't know if anyone's seen that article. That I can't remember who wrote it. Might have been Lewis Steele wrote it. But yeah, I think it was Lewis Steele. Liverpool wanted Semenyo last summer, but with the amount of money Liverpool spent last summer, they didn't think getting Semenyo maybe it would have been too much. And now they found out about this release clause they can get him for 65 million. I think Liverpool will be all over that, man. I think it'd be. You don't like him, my man. I like Semenyo. You know, I watch Semenyo quite a lot because I watch, quite a lot of footy. But yeah, I like Semenyo. I think he's a good player, man. I like Semenyo. And look, with Cody Gakpo, and I think the other reason Liverpool might go for Semenyo in January, guys, is because he's not going to be at AFCON because he plays. Is it Ghana he plays for? And I don't think Ghana qualified for the AFCON, did they? And Mo Salah's going to be at AFCON. Semenyo can play off the right as well. That's another reason why I think Liverpool might be going in for him in the January window as well. Get Semenyo in January, covers Mo Salah while he's away as well. I think it's a good option. That's why also they're not going to wait till the summer. He's available. And with that £65 million release clause, yes, I believe the release clause goes to 55 million in the summer. But a £55 million release clause in the summer, Arsenal might be able to shift players on in the summer. Man United might be in with a shout for him in the summer. I would go and get him. How many games of Bournemouth I watched? I watch Bournemouth quite a lot, my friend, because I like watching Bournemouth play. Especially when Bournemouth play against our rivals. I watch all them rival games. I like Semenyo. I'm not sure, Awkward Phoenix. I'm not sure. He's good on one-on-one. He's better on one-on-one than Cody Gakpo is. That's the one thing I would say for Semenyo. One-on-one, he's probably better than what Cody is. He'll offer more. The thing with Semenyo, he can go inside and outside, where Cody's best on the inside. Semenyo gives you a bit more width as well. He likes to push a bit wider. As I say, he can go on the outside, he can go on the inside. He's better one-on-one. I think he's also good in transition, as Chill says. Good on the counter-attack, that pace. He's a good player. He's someone I would like. I think this is a massive possibility this happens, guys. As I said, Liverpool are trying to buy him in the summer as well. 65 million. For me, it's a no-brainer. I think you go and get him. I think that's the deal to go and do. I think Liverpool wasn't going to buy in January. I think they might now. I think they will now. Yeah, it'll help Kirkheads as well. They got a good relationship from last year. So their relationship can continue at Liverpool. So, hey, some positive news to land on, to finish on, guys. Some positive news to finish on. But I want to finish on some more positive news as well. I don't want to leave this show me being negative as always about Liverpool Football Club, because I'm not. The reason I'm negative at the moment is because we're dog shit, yeah? It's not a lot to be a positive about, right? But I'm going to leave on some positivity here, guys. Liverpool got some pretty good fixtures coming up. We've got some good fixtures coming up. And me hoping, yeah, that the manager might change a little bit and how we play after this, from this weekend onwards. Even if he doesn't want to play that way, he might have to change because of the situation Liverpool are in right now. He might have no choice. There's a part of me, and big up Becky, she said this in the super chat earlier. I'll big up Quickser. Big up to you, man. You mean Kirkes won't be ignored on the overlap? Yeah, big up Liverpool 67. You were calling for him last year as well. I remember that. Yeah, go and subscribe to Becky's channel if you've not done so already. And happy birthday to Becky. She turned 21 the other day as well. So big up the Becky. She just turned 21 as well the other day. It's a massive milestone, your 21st. Go and subscribe to Bex. There's her YouTube channel. Go and click the link and subscribe to Bex, guys. I'd appreciate it. I'd have to get Becky on the channel as well. We got Forest coming up at home. We got away to West Ham. We got at home to Sunderland. These are games that I want to see a bit of changing, a bit more positivity going forward, a bit more directness. I want to see how Isak and Kirkes start together. I do. If that means Ekitike starting off the left, go for it. Right now, if you go and play this front three, if you go and persist on the front three, just play Mo Salah right wing, Ekitike left wing, and play Isak up top. Yeah, they don't have to be wingers either. Inside forward. So Mo Salah right inside forward, Ekitike left inside forward, Isak up top. I just think you need to start playing Isak. Isak needs to play, and for me, Ekitike can't be dropped. There's no way you can drop Ekitike right now. He has to play. So you have to find a situation to play him. If that's it, go for it. At this moment in time, I think Ekitike will give me more than Cody Gakpo on the off the left-hand side. I hear you Total Eclipse about dropping Salah. He's just not going to play Chiesa over Mo Salah. I hear you. I would want it to happen. He's just not going to do it. I think we've got more. Yeah, give Becky a late birthday present. Go and subscribe to Becky's channel, guys. I think we got more chance of Ekitike playing off the left over Cody Gakpo than we got of him dropping Mo Salah at the moment, guys. But I do agree. I think Mo Salah needs to play at rest. If I was going to do it, guys, I'd play a 4-4-2 diamond. I'd literally play a 4-4-2 diamond. That's what I would do. Hang on, let me put it up on the... let's see if I can bring it up on the... I'll see if I can bring it on the screen. Let me just do a quick formation for you. Let me have a look. All right, let's do a quick formation here. Alisson Becker's meant to be back as well. Guys, would you put Alisson straight in? Would you put Alisson straight in, guys, against Nottingham Forest, or would you leave Mamardashvili in goal? I think Mamardashvili has been good, but he's not Alisson Becker. Do you know what I mean? All right, let me just do something here, guys. 1 second. 4-4-2 is what I want. With what I play, but I play a diamond version. All right, let me get all these players in that I want. I would literally play a diamond. But let me show you. I'm just writing this out and then I'll show you because I should have done this earlier. McAllister. Who would play in this diamond? I'd have Graver at the tip of the diamond. At the base of the diamond, sorry. I'd have Verts at the tip of the diamond. McAllister off the left-hand side of the diamond. And then Szoboszlai on the right-hand side of the diamond. And then up front, I'd have Isaac and Ekitike. This is what I would do. If you don't want to play the wingers system, play this instead. Right, let me... So something like this, guys. Let me share my screen. So something like that. So that go away, Black Friday sale. So that's what I would go for. Let me know in the chat. What would you go for? That's the four. If I was going to play, I think Liverpool could play that, the diamond, the 4-4-2 diamond. Then you've got Bradley and Robbo who can bomb down the wings. You got Szoboszlai on the right of the diamond, McAllister on the left of the diamond, Verts at the tip, Graham Birch at the base, and you've got Isaac and Ekitike up top. This is the formation I would literally go with. This is the formation I would go with. No, it's like Ali in the League Cup, but guess what we ain't won. Big up Carmino, who's going to be 55 tomorrow, man. Happy birthday, man. Everyone give Carmino a big birthday cheer, man. 55 tomorrow. Yeah, that's the formation I would like Liverpool to look at, maybe. You know, even if we get Semenyo in the January and there's no Salah about, you've got the chance to play this. Because the thing is, like you've got Bradley who can do this then, the up and down thing, which he's strong at. You could do Kirkes or Robbo in this position, up and down, what they're strong at. You know, Ekitike can sometimes drop a little bit deep and he can create 2 10s and Isaac on his own. You know, you can drop him in. He got more control in the midfield area. Gravenberch, Grav don't need to go here. He can just stay back. You can put Ekitike can drop in and make an extra man in that number 10 midfield area. So you get less people to pass through. And then you can drop back in. You can go back into your shape, into that diamond shape. So, yeah. It's one maybe to look at, guys. But if you're going to continue playing the free, look, Mo Salah's not going to be dropped, guys. We have got more chance of Ekitike being... You know, you got more chance of Ekitike playing over Gakpo than we got anyone playing over Mo Salah, to be fair, guys. You know what I'm saying? So, bit of positivity. Look, I also want us to go and smash Nottingham Forest. Nottingham Forest are 18th in the Premier League, yeah? They're in the relegation zone. We're playing at Anfield. We shouldn't be worried about how Nottingham Forest are going to play under Sean Dyche. You know, low block, long ball, set pieces, long throws, all that sort of stuff. Liverpool Football Club, that shouldn't be worrying us. We should be dominating Nottingham Forest on Saturday, man. Absolutely dominate them on Saturday afternoon. Get the 3 points. Then we're away to West Ham. Yeah, West Ham are on the up now. We usually win at their ground, by the way. We should still be dominating that West Ham team, getting 3 points. Home to Sunderland's going to be a bit of a difficult game because of the way Sunderland are, but we've probably got more chance of beating them at home than we have away. These are 3 games I want to see Liverpool dominate and win. I want to see a little change. I'll give the manager one last chance. I said this the other day. I'm going to keep to it, guys. I am giving this manager, after this international games, one more chance starting this week. And if he doesn't change, I'm done. It's as simple as that. I'm completely and utterly done. I'm giving this one chance, man, to change the way we play, change the system a little bit, change the formation a little bit, get our strikers on the ball a little bit more, go more direct, stop playing out of the back with fullbacks that can't play out of the back. Adapt to your surroundings a little bit more. Get the best out of these players because we've got no international break now. There's no break. It's football every week till the end of the season, till a March time at least. We got football every week from Saturday onwards all the way till March when there's an international break. Liverpool have to be on it. There's no more excuses. There's no ifs. There's no buts. There's no fucking around. These times have to change. It's as simple as that. And if we change, we improve. If we improve, we start to win again and we look like our old selves. This is what's going to happen Saturday. It's as simple as that. And if it doesn't, and we're fucked still, then massive issues, massive changes have to have, and discussions have to take place. It's as simple as that. So I'm living on a positive note. Saturday is time for change. It's time for everyone to stand up and take responsibility and time to fucking look like the old Liverpool from this Saturday. No excuses, guys. No excuses. The manager's had enough now. He's had enough time now. There's no more international breaks. There's no stops. We got from Saturday to March, twice a week, every single week. The time is now. Time to change is now. And that's what I want to see Liverpool. Change. And become the Liverpool we know. One more chance, man. And if he doesn't, and we're still shit, and nothing's changed, no football's changed, nothing's changed. We have debates and we have talk and we have chat, guys. It's as simple as that. But big up the chat, man. Much love to you all. I'm out of here now. Appreciate you all here, man. And yeah, I'll see you again this week. Much love to everyone.